Does this image look familiar? This is a collage that I put together to help you discover how to use your nail eyes. And I'm not sure how many of you caught it, but there were a couple pictures to use as hints to think of designs and creations that you could come up with from those pictures. And further, if you went all the way down the blog, Nails Magazine has issued a challenge to you and I both to create designs using those two pictures. So hop back onto the blog, I'll post the link with the video, and create some ideas from those two. I'm going to go ahead and give you a few ideas to get you started, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. My first two ideas were inspired by the first picture, which was a flower petal, and I started off with 2 layers of Tropics, which is C&D shellac, and since it was a flower petal, it had me thinking in terms of a flower. So I have these cute little yellow dried flowers that made me think of that yellowish color in the petal. So I'm going to pick up one of these and place it into the sticky layer of my shellac. First, I'm going to just kind of press it against the round part of my brush to round the flower out a little bit so that it will lay a little smoother on my tip. Then I'm going to use the hairs of my brush to press that flower smooth to the nail. I'm going to come in with some yellow gold glitter and create kind of a sloppy faded smile line. Just something that kind of tapers up onto the nail. I'm also going to put a little bit of the yellow gold back at the moon area. Again, it's not perfectly neat, it's more faded like the colors were in the flower. Then I'm just going to brush that out to smooth the glitter and also to give it more of that tapered look. And carefully smooth the glitter off the flower. I want to be really gentle doing that so that I don't accidentally rip off any petals. I'm just pulling off a couple pieces of glitter that aren't yellow. And that's the first design that I could see in my imagination from the first photo. I would give that 2 top coats and call it done. The next design that first photo made me think of, again, was using Tropics because of that bright summery color that was on the flower petal. And then again taking yellow gold glitter and this time giving it more of a rounded appearance all the way down the nail. And then cleaning any extra glitter off my brush and then just going back and pulling that down so that again it has kind of that faded look that the flower petal had. So I still have some of that bright Tropics and yet it has a little bit of that rounded from the petals and it's nice and faded. The other idea that came to mind is using black pool. I have 2 coats of black on my ColourPop, and I'm gonna take just a plastic back pad, and I'm going to drip a little bit of iced coral onto the plastic back pad, kind of like a painter's palette. And I'm also going to drip a little bit of Tropics. Then I'm going to take the iced coral and do kind of a swish of iced coral down the center of the black to begin my teal. Because what really resonated for me from that image was the beautiful, beautiful shades of teal. It just made me want to see the ocean immediately. So now I have my swish. You guys see that okay? Is that better? So I have the swish. And I'm just going to quick take a nail art brush. And it's just a little detailing brush. You see the little teeny hairs? And I'm going to actually pull that up through my turquoise swish and out one side. And here where I've pulled it out, you can see that it carved into the turquoise and let the black show through. But where it transitions onto black at the top, I'm going to take my iced coral off the palette and bring it up from there. I'm going to clean my brush off and then pick up a little bit of the Tropics and swish into some of my black on one side, preferably without the giant fuzzy. I'm also going to do it on the other side and come up through some of my teal. Where you have the Tropics crossing over from the black into the teal, you're going to notice it take on different shades. And then I'm going to kind of whisper it around this edge. I don't want it completely solid. I want it to be more like that little piece of painting where it's just kind of whispers of lines. I'm going to clean my brush off, and then I'm going to come up through the center of one of my Tropics lines so that it creates two lines out of it. And then I'm going to come up from the opposite corner and go across my Tropics into my teal and up my black, and just kind of carve out a little more texture. I would then cure this for 2 minutes in my lamp. After it's cured for 2 minutes, I'm going to take a little bit of a quartz colored glitter and just kind of put some along some of the lines. I don't really want glitter to take over the design. I want it to enhance it. So I'm just going to put it along the edge in a few places, and that's it. Then I'm going to top coat that, cure it for 2 minutes, and that is my inspired design. I hope you had fun creating designs of your own from the collage, and I can't wait to see what you submit to Nails.